we have a great father here who is going to put everybody together at the Accra, is it the sports stadium? Yes. We'll all gather there because our father in the gospel music will do that for us. Joe Mettle listens to building. Joe.
Father in the gospel. I'm pressure.
I'll give you problem.
Oh, please don't give me problem.
Joe, how are you?
I'm well, by grace.
You have a new song out.
It's Oba. Yeah.
It's Nigerian.
It's Nigerian. It's Yoruba.
It's Yoruba. Why did you decide to use Yoruba and not a name?
Funny enough, the whole inspiration of the song came through the word, actually.
Okay.
That's how come all the rest of the words came up. So I think one time I had gone for a service somewhere, and I was in the hotel getting ready to be picked up, and I was reading through some stuff online, and then a video popped up.
Okay.
And a young lady was asked, can you call one of the names of God in your dialect? And then she said Oba, and then said the meaning, and it immediately just struck the chord inside of me. I started hearing immediately. It wasn't like I was writing or anything. It was just, I was hearing the melody, everything. And so...
How you get your songs are strange, you
sometimes. No.
So did you record it when you
Yeah, no. So I not long after that, the protocol came in, and I asked them to give me 5 more minutes. I need to finish this thing. So I did that and then recorded everything, and then I went to the service.
Wow. So
normally after that, you take your time, sit down, then properly listen, and then maybe fix a few sides that may not, sit. Like some of them don't naturally settle in the notes or the chord, and then you fix them, add a few other words to it. I don't think the what's the word? Like the old part was there before. That was added and a few other things to make it a complete song. Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
So the word is Yoruba. Is that why you decided to feature a Nigerian?
It may have influenced that as well, and also I thought, first of all, she's Yoruba, so she understands the dialect better. She's able to express herself better in it than I would be able to, and so I was like, no, she would be the best person to do it.
And please, do you have a way or a criteria of selecting people that you collaborate with? Because their vocal prowess is always something else. And I'm always wondering, and today I have the opportunity to ask you.
I think every song, if you intend to feature someone, how do I put this? Sometimes it feels like I can hear the person's voice on the song when we're producing it. Because if you decide to feature.
Okay.
People are unique in their giftings, and so each song carries a person's sound, and so it makes it easy for the person to express themselves. I remember when we were about to record Bononi, for instance, and I asked Luigi. He wasn't too sure, but I knew what I could hear, and I could imagine him on there, but he didn't understand it until we finished doing the song, and even he understood. So each time and each song comes with its own requirement, or how do I say this? The one that would sound better on it. Yes.
Hey, then I have to go for vocal coaching, because maybe
you started singing in church.
No, I want to sing with you. Oh, I have to start in
with me.
Nana Ede.
Do you have time?
I want to be featured on one of your songs, one of your days.
Yeah.
So with the kind of release that we are hearing, we should be expecting an album.
You don't know, it's a whole album. Now I don't know. I'm thinking of still releasing singles. I like how the singles work, but at the same time, I think at this point, I need to get the whole album ready. But not anytime soon. I think maybe we need to, even when I was releasing this one, I had people bashing me, saying, we should allow the oil to go small before we bring another one, and but when we brought it, now they are enjoying it. So I'm looking somewhere in September, thereabout. So we take our time to clean the album properly. So it has like myself, the one with Sumisola, there's Lengi Way from South Africa. I have Emoji on. I have Pastor Isaiah. There's Luigi on there. Like it's a properly
powerful.
Yeah. It's a good album.
How come my name
call it Songs of the Spirit?
Mentioned?
What?
You heard me.
How come your name wasn't mentioned? You even the recording guy, you didn't come.
You didn't invite me. Brad Joe, you didn't invite me.
We're on TV. Don't do that. I don't say something that will look like a... I didn't invite you. You didn't come. The recording, you didn't come.
Brad Joe, you didn't invite me.
When we are done, I'll show you.
Okay. I'll be waiting to be shown.
No problem.
Now, another thing is, the TGMs, we're expecting to see you. You had nominations, but you didn't show up. What happened?
It was one of those days. I wanted to, but I couldn't make it.
Really?
I wanted
Some people are saying you feel you're above TGMs, so...
Is that a thing?
Just tell them that it's not true.
Oh, I can't be above the whole system.
Right.
No, I'm one man. I'm part of the system. I can never be above it. No.
So now you guys have heard it. Please, we don't want to hear anything like that again. That people are saying that he thinks it's above.
Oh, no. Why would I? It had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you had things to do.
No, but I was even at the what's the name? The nominees thing. I was there.
Right.
So how then?
So people, please stop saying it.
Oh.
Anyway,
Are you sure you're not the one saying it?
You think I'll do that?
I'm just saying.
Good. You know me. Let me take you to Praise Reloaded. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Charlie, it's a big leap you are taking. A great one. What's the seating capacity again?
40,000.
40,000. We are going to gather 40,000 Christians and non-Christians hoping to win souls for Christ.
Yes.
And during the media launch, you actually did speak about the fact that God instructed you to do it. If you don't mind, how did God do it?
No, so every year, because it's an annual event we do, this is a 12th edition, and every year we have our own instruction from the one who called us, which is God, to do it in a certain way. And over the years, we've done regions, we've done venues, like different venues. I think almost every major church venue or venue you can think about, we've experienced it. And so this year, or last year, latter part of last year, while I was praying and asking God what to do or the direction to take, was when this came about, that we should also open it up, allow more to come in, allow more to experience what is about to happen rather than putting restrictions and rates. I think one of the things, one time I remember there was a young guy who texted us and says he wants to make it to the event. I said, yeah, so what's preventing you? He said, I cannot afford it. Then I remember the ticket was 60 cedis or something. He said all he had was 30. So if we can still, and so I told my team, I said, are you the only one that wants to come? He said, I would love to come with my family. I asked the team to give them all tickets to be able to make it. But this year when we're praying about, or last year when we're praying about this year's event, there was more that God was speaking to us about and allowing more people to experience this year's service in particular. And so the stadium also came up, we prayed about it, and I told the team, you know what, it's going to be a lot of work, it's going to be a lot of money, but let's just do it. And I think when we came, I said we should do it for free. Everybody like, free?
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to
40,000 people for free.
And it's not even just the people, it's the cost that would go into organizing such a magnitude of event. But he who has called us is faithful, and God has gone ahead of us. I mean, it's amazing how things are running. And somebody says, how can you be doing this and still don't feel stressed or pressured? But it's not my work. I'm doing my part. He will do his part. And so I think it's already a done deal. By God's grace.
I like your trust in God. I've actually experienced you saying how God always makes a way, even when you are thinking there's no way. Like, you know, there are times you are sleeping, you are about to have an event, and then all of a sudden, calls come in. And it's happening with this one as well, right?
Yeah. So that, you know that how I say that if everything you've received or achieved can be quantified based on what you did, then there hasn't been any work of grace. Like, I did ABC and I achieved the ABC, and it doesn't mean hard work is not needed. It is, but whilst you do all that, there's always like more grace sprinkled over it. Because sometimes people ask, and I cannot explain how we're doing it. All I can tell you is God is up to something. You'll be there, someone will call. You know, a friend of mine called, he says, Joe, I've been thinking of what I can do to support. I said, okay, you are like, she's a big caterer. And then I said, we will need food. He said, how many? I said, so we have close to about 250 workers like doing setup and all those things. And then definitely, normally you have to give them food, like lunch and all those things whilst they work. It's like, you know what, I'll do the lunch for this day, that day.
Wow.
And on the day itself, I'll give you this number of, like, and I didn't even have to call. She had to, he said, what? And then you get this one calling, you get this one calling. It is not anything beyond that I am doing.
Yeah.
I believe that God lays these things on their hearts and then they come through. So that's what I'm saying. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. And
what's the budget looking like?
You know now, it's a stadium, so you know.
Are we in the millions?
Oh, cry.
Wow.
No, but the stadium itself, cry. You know at the price of the stadium.
Yeah.
I think recently, because of that whole discussion that came up at the committee thing, they put out the charge for the stadium. So you know, or you don't know. No, it's a public information. It's not even a secret.
And
so,
now you have to do setup.
So then that's just the empty stadium.
Some of your guests.
The guests, yes. But yeah.
Into the millions.
It's huge.
It's huge. I know it's huge. And please, the grace that we are talking about, we hear people say, I want to tap into it. I want to tap. Does it work? Or there's something else that you can do to get the kind of grace that somebody has?
I would say it this way. I think it's God that gives it, right? You can actually serve under someone who many times would teach you how, or part of the things they did that attracted the grace as well. But most of these things are already in the Word as well. The Bible says He resists the proud, but for the humble He gives more grace. So one of those is humility. The other thing is reliance on God and trust in Him. And when we say some of these things, people think it's just a cliche. You said no, but it really does work. And in addition to that, God also needs to trust you enough to hand over certain things to you. It is not every blessing that hasn't, or you've not received yet, that means God is punishing you. Sometimes you need to get to a point where He can trust you enough to hand it over to you, because there are certain levels of blessing, I believe, instead of being a blessing to you, can actually destroy you. Haven't you heard when people receive certain things and they change?
Yeah.
It's like they are different people.
Yeah.
They are, all of a sudden they can't be touched, like they walk in the air. So, but I feel that you would need to prove yourself enough, not prove, but like get to a point enough where God knows that when He trusts and trusts that kind of resource into your hands, you will still be who you are. They say, the Bible puts it this way. It says, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health. It's a promise. Even as your soul prospereth. A man of God once said it this way, that many people prosper without the prosperity of their souls. So you realize that the person has prospered, but because the soul didn't prosper along with the resource, the soul was tarnished. So it's like everything else they do with the resource doesn't please God in any way.
So then how do we please God? How do we get to that realm? Because I know there are so many young people who are following you. And trust me, they just want to be like you. They want the grace that you carry. So how can they be like you? Is there a special prayer that you have to pray? Is there a special
I think it's the knowledge of God. It's just the knowledge of God. Like, the way it works is this. The more of God you know, the more it transforms you from within. It makes you see the world in a different light.
Right.
Approach life in a whole different way. See things, like how you react to things, what you do, your reliance on Him, how you live with people, how you treat people.
Right.
Then most importantly, how faithful you are to the work that He's giving you. Or, somebody was asking me once, he says, what if the sponsorship? I said, you know what? If I have anything, I can actually sell it and still use it to do the thing.
Wow.
I don't mind. You know why?
You will sell it?
I don't mind at all. I'll tell you why. Because I had nothing before. I was not one, no.
Yeah.
And I'm still an ordinary guy. But this is what I'm trying to say. If He's able to bring you to that point, giving you all these things, bless you with all that, and He asks for it, you will say you won't give it to Him. Because sometimes it's to say, He wants to just see if He still can trust you after everything, or all the places taken you to and all the blessings He's given you. Can He still trust you that when He asks something, you can give Him? Because now...
What's the most you've given to God?
Oh, I can't quantify it, but I can give my life.
A house?
A house. But the house He gave it to me. It's easy.
So you've given your house before?
No, I haven't given my house. But what I'm trying to say is, if it comes to that,
you can.
It's easy. Sometimes we've had to sell stuff. Like one time, one of the praise we loaded, I remember people sometimes will ask and say, if this is how it is, then why do you keep doing it? And I said, because it's an instruction. So I don't have anything to. I think one of the years, I closed every account I have everywhere. Not closed, like I emptied everything. We did the event. It was a blessing. And normally the people will be blessed.
Yeah.
And it's funny how there are times where people are, but you sell tickets.
Yeah.
But I'm like, tickets?
You don't make money from tickets.
Oh, tickets doesn't pay anything. But because I believe first in God and believe in the vision He's given me, I emptied everything. I spoke to my wife. I said, you know what? It's cool. I gave them what they would need for the home. And then everything else, I gave it up. And I remember right after the event on the Sunday, I left for the US on Monday. I didn't even rest. And around that time, we're still not done with the payments. I got there. It was like an event. It wasn't part of my itinerary, like for that tour.
Yeah.
But the pastor said, why won't you come we're doing this thing, come. I said, I'm going for a wedding. He said, no. Fine, if you're going for a wedding, when are you back? I said, my ticket is taking me somewhere else.
Yeah.
He said, forget about that one. They bought me a new ticket, had me go to the wedding, fly back down, did the service. Guess what? After that, what they blessed me with was more than enough to clear all the others and still have something in my account back. So immediately we finished the service. I sent the rest of the money to the guys.
Less than 24 hours
later,
God gave you everything.
So my whole point is the question is if God can trust you with it. If you hold on to it, if you hold like you are holding it, not more will come. So, but if you learn to give back to Him what He's giving to you, more will come in.
Charlie, powerful. Now, this year, Praise Reloaded, if you want to be a part of it, please tap into this announcement. Tap into it.
Tap into this.
Tap into it. Because seriously, now let's talk about the people on the bill.
Yes. We have, so I have Nathaniel Bassi coming from Nigeria. I have Sumi Sola, MOG, there's Ohima Messi, Pastor Isaiah, there's Team Eternity, there's City Praise. I have Luigi McLean, Kofi Osupe Pride. Like, it's a packed night.
Yeah, it's a packed night.
It's a packed night. But somebody will say, oh, because of that, it's going to be long. No. Yeah, if you've been to our events,
I know, right?
We'll close and you know. But
so what time are we starting?
We start the event at 3, but by 1, the gates should be open.
Okay.
So what we're doing is by 1 p.m., we've already opened the gates. Right. People can go in and settle in. And then by 3 p.m. on the dot, we should start the service.
Right. Yeah. Now, let's talk about security-wise, because I know people...
I've heard a lot of people ask me, yes.
They don't want to be at the place, because it's...
Oh, no, by God's grace, we've put together, we have a proper security. We have, like, the military, we have police.
Okay.
We even have, like, CCTV security stuff that we're working on. And so we're going to have enough security. Somebody was also asking about parking.
Yeah.
There's parking at the stadium. We're also working for the states, the forecourt of the State House and a few other places. So
what
we make
about
sure...
the older people who love you so much, parking for them?
That's what. No, so we'll find a way around.
Yeah.
No, so...
Because somebody like my mom, she loves you so much, but she can't walk that
all
distance.
The way. Yeah. We're making provisions. So I think one of the things I'm speaking to the team about is if we're able to do the State House and a few other places, we'll probably have some buses there.
Okay.
So once you park your car, I can take you to the venue so that you're able to get closer to what is happening. Yes,
that's
yes.
good. Yeah, that's a very good one. So we have, how many people? Like 10 people on the bill?
On the bill, oh yeah. So that's why we're starting 3.
Yeah.
So there'll be enough going on. And then some of the people you see on the bill are not necessarily having like a full set. They're doing songs and stuff with us on our set.
All right.
Yes. So that's why there's a lot of people. So it won't even make
shouldn't worry at all.
No, not at all.
Now, do we have to register to be a part of it?
Yes. So you just go on www.joemettlemusic.com, www.joemettlemusic.com, and you can just reserve a seat. That's it.
What happens if I don't register?
You can, we'll register you there. But we're just encouraging most of the people to pre-register. It helps make the process faster. That's the reason. We could have actually opened and said, just come. And you can still just come. But we're saying that just so when you get there, you're now not going to register and there's a queue. We want the process to be fast.
Right.
That's why we're asking that you register, you come, we scan, you go. That kind of thing, yes.
So it's happening on the 30th?
On the 30th of June, 1 p.m. Once you're there, you get there. If you want to get there earlier than that, some people said they're traveling from out of town, please feel free. When you get there, we'll find a way to make sure that you're comfortable. Yes.
Brother Joe,
Yes.
this is going to be a powerful one. Do you have cold feet sometimes about it?
I think I've come too far now. Like I'm too deep in.
you can't.
Yeah, no, I can just encourage myself and keep going. No.
But
no
sleepless nights, a bit of sleepless nights.
I sleep. Oh. I sleep. No, but definitely sometimes you get prompted to wake up. You pray a bit. You go back. I think it's the joy and the excitement of what is about to happen that rather keeps you awake. And,
right.
You know. And there's been many revelations and things that people have seen and testimonies. And in fact, testimonies and stuff have already started happening.
Yeah.
To, I think, some of the few people who have donated. There are people who are donating, yes.
And they are getting testimonies.
Already.
Hey,
exactly.
Rajo, how much should I donate?
no, but I'm serious.
Yeah.
One like that, there's a young lady who, the moment we posted the flyer, we had not even posted platforms to give yet. And then she DM'd and says, I want to give. Is there a way? And I said, oh, we're about to post it probably tomorrow or the next day. It says, then I sent it to her and said, even though things are a bit tight for me, I feel like I should still give.
Wow.
A day later, I saw her post that, oh, thank God, my house is approved and I received the keys. And I'm like, okay. Then I said, congratulations. And she said, oh, I have a testimony. He said, so I had applied for the mortgage, done the down payment, but the processing fees and stuff, I didn't have enough resource to. So it was dragging everything. Then she saw the thing and sold into it. She got a call back to say they've waived off some of the fee. And that automatically qualified her. Then she had a week to move out of her house.
Wow.
And it went through.
Is there a number that people can contribute to?
Yeah. So even when we go on our platforms, there are ways to give there.
Okay.
But in addition to that, if you go to 055-398-9887, 055-398-9887. It doesn't matter how small it is. Feel free, please, and give. I know God will bless you.
God will definitely bless us. Hey, let me see if I have some messages coming in because... Hey,
but Rosie, you've not sent me Momo.
No, I'm going to send. Hey,
you there, I can take from you.
I'll give. Please, how much are you taking? Tell me.
How much can you give me?
Hey, Brajo.
You have money. We'll sell your Mercedes.
Brajo. You didn't say
your
that.
Your car is nice, Papa. Hey, Gigi.
I would have been surprised if you didn't say it.
I haven't spoken about it yet. No, this is TV, so it's okay.
But Brajo, do you think Christian life is difficult?
Find difficult. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I understand. They said the world we live in now, there's too many distractions, so it makes it more challenging than it used to be back in the day. A lot of things are becoming normal that were not normal before.
Yeah.
So, but I think the more of him you get to know, it settles you from within. You're transformed from within where things doesn't sway you like it used to anymore. Because most of the time we try to use our strength to live for God. It will be difficult. That one day will be difficult. Because there's issues with money, there's issues with lust, there are issues with...
the last part.
The last part, the people who last is a body that they are struggling with. But there are some too, they don't have that problem. But there are other things they are struggling with.
Yeah.
That is not even lust.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who, even honesty and many other things. So, but it takes the Spirit of God and the strength He gives us to be able to stand firm, stand and live for God. Because if we want to, by strength shall no man prevail. Yeah. No man can prevail by their own strength.
Brajo, thank you so much for being here. We'll
thank you for having me.
Anything you want to say before we go finally?
I want to say thank you to all our partners, all our sponsors, every individual that has donated and given any support. We're grateful to Silicon House TFHO, to Green Line Juice, to Big Ideas, to High End, to name them. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all your partnership. And to the entire Mettle Ministries team, thank you for always believing in what God has given me. And last but not least, my volunteers, thank you.
Yeah, super people. God bless you all.
God bless you.
And Joe Mettle's event is on the 30th. Please be there at 1 p.m. Don't forget to register so that you can get a good place to sit. Some of us will get there maybe 12 noon. Anyway, Big Leagues is also having an event. It's a karaoke night. Be there tonight and enjoy it as well. Go and sing out your voice. Maybe I'll go and train my voice then and I can have a collaboration with Joe Mettle later. Thank you so much for watching Prime Morning. Sunday, we celebrate all fathers. Let's do it well, women. We can do it. No, it's Sunday. I'll wish you on Sunday. Don't worry. My name is Rosalie Penny. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.